What's happening, everybody? This is the Scattered Smothered Experiment. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful evening. I'm your host, Bobby D, and I'm here alongside my brother Cliff.
What's going on? What's going on?
How you guys doing? Uh, Mic check a little bit. I don't know how well the audio is coming through, or if it even is. I have no idea. So if you could give me a heads up on in the chat board, we got Tobefree there. So the music that you were just listening to, you can find links in this description box to go over and give props where props is due. I'm gonna try to start building a playlist for every episode. I think that would be a good thing to do to,
What was that called? Funk City.
it's called Funk City. And yeah,
That was some good. It was some good sounding stuff. I was really feeling that.
I'm actually gonna also make that public. So yeah, well, it's already public. So if you're a subscriber to this channel,
it just made you want to get up and dance.
Get up and dance. I mean, I could do so, but I don't know that it would be appreciated by those that are listening.
Well, we could turn on the camera and let those that are watching.
No, absolutely not. Not going to happen, sir. Not going
Oh, why not?
Just because we're not in that kind of mood. We're not feeling that great. I mean, it is Friday Eve, but it is not. It ain't. It's not a perfect world.
I just got off. You might as well say 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to explain that to me.
I know. It's been a long day.
You just wanted to share that information with the rest of them?
Yeah.
You're going to have to sit a little bit closer. I don't think they can hear you.
Can you hear me, man?
No, he can't. Not well.
What's going on, LeixIGH? Tobefree. Oh, shit.
So, I don't know if you guys...
I'm getting closer.
Alright, don't act like it's going to kill you. Alright, so... I don't know if you guys missed the last night's show over on ImMikeRobertson's channel. We had a really good time over there, just hashing a few things out with the whole National Women's Day. Also talking about some like recruitment tools that the Army's beginning to use, or have actually, as we discussed, they've been using them for a long time, using our spirit of competition. Well, they specifically were talking about how video games, like the Army and the United States military or whatever, is using video games. They'll go in and they'll find the guy who's the best sharpshooter, or the best sniper, etc. They would go in and see their stats and say, hey, this cat really does have really good shot on this game, but I mean, it's so close to reality that they're starting to feel like maybe this is a pretty good indicator as to whether or not they would be good soldiers or not. And
I hate to say it, but that's a horrible way to look at it.
well, but that's exactly what it is. And it's been and it's being driven by the spirit of competition. And also think about this: the the way that drones are becoming more and more integrated into police activity, into military activity. Those types of things are going to become more and more of the norm. And so everybody says thank you for moving up closer to the mic.
No, they didn't.
No, well, they didn't say thank you. They just said they could hear you better. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know either. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because I've been told I sound stoned even though I'm not.
I think that's probably in just genetics. I sound the same way. I think. I don't know. I feel like maybe is it your opinion that you sound like that?
No, it's everybody else's.
Well,
they're the ones that say that shit.
well, they have no frame of reference, man. Donnie, you don't have any frame of reference. But what was I getting to? Oh yeah,
the fact that they're.
I wanted to talk a little bit further into that subject and talk about augmented reality. So, if I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Black Mirror, it's a freaking crazy show. It absolutely is insane. It discusses a lot of topics that, and in a way that almost makes me feel like that might be a predictive programming, or not really predictive programming, but I think it's generally gives you a pretty good understanding of where I think the future of humanity is headed. And one episode in particular, which pertains to this, there was uh, there was a soldier who was like he got into trouble or whatever whenever he was a kid, and he was brought in, and they were like, hey, this is your out. You've got two choices here. You can either go to jail or you can go to serve in the military. And so he chose the latter of those two. And in that day's military, they had these eye like contact lenses or whatever that would connect to your eyeball, but it was also connected to this device that they had sank into your skull and into your brain that would send signals back and augment the signal that was going on in there and record stuff that was going on in there. So it was like having a memory that was constant.
It was a memory bank.
It's like a DVR of everything that you see. You would have a photographic memory.
Yeah, that you could easily just go back and rewind.
But here's the thing that they were doing to this kid, right? They were augmenting his reality to the point to where the people that he was charged with or was on his mission to seek and destroy these creatures, quote unquote, it was really like a humanoid creature with like blacked out eyes and sharp teeth and sharp nails, and it was almost like the zombies from I Am Legend. If you remember the zombies from that movie, it put me in the mind of that. But the towards the end, spoiler alert, towards the end of that particular episode,
that's exactly what it is. It's a literal spank bank.
Well, yeah, there was an episode or two where these, I don't know, we're not going to get into that. Let me get through this particular episode because there are episodes that cover other topics, and in some situations they did talk about how.
All right, no, can't spoil it. It's a good show. Got to go watch it.
But specifically this particular one, they were augmenting the reality. The human beings, they were augmenting them into these creatures, so it made it easier for the soldiers to freaking kill these people. and they were like civilians, and they go into to rough neighborhoods in some foreign land. I don't know, but yeah,
Probably Australia.
I don't know. The further and further we get to being able to destroy somebody's life from the other side of a screen, I kind of feel like that's going to become more and more of a reality. Um, that's it's sad and it's freaking scary, terrifying to me. I actually woke up this morning thinking about that conversation that we were having last night, and its correlation with that episode. I was just like, oh, so this is how I'm gonna start my day with some anxiety.
I've been doing that all week, man.
What?
Waking up with anxiety issues.
What about? I mean,
like, I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
But I mean, like, you really don't have your job is stressful because you make it stressful because you really want to be the best that you can be for what you do.
Right.
But
dude, my anxiety issues are really fucked up. I don't understand them. I don't know how to fix them. I'm just saying that's what happens.
I don't know. Maybe you need to go see not a psychiatrist, but
I'm not, dude. I've already been to one of those. That shit don't work for me.
A hypnotist?
Yeah.
Hypnotism doesn't work for you?
I've tried it. It doesn't work for me. It does work for some people, but it didn't for me.
What did you specifically go for?
Dude, I was down at fucking Jackal Island, and the dude hypnotized everybody. Tried to hypnotize everybody.
It might not have worked in a group setting. I don't think that it would work.
It was at a leadership conference, and the shit just didn't work for me. I don't know. All I know is
a group setting would be different than somebody in front of you saying that. I don't know what they do. I have no idea. I don't know anything about hypnotism.
It's a weird situation. The first episode of Black Mirror is very rough. It's one of those things that you gotta push through it. Like, no matter how much you want to shut that shit down, you just push through it because it's so good.
Well,
and it goes back to what me and you were talking about earlier, about 30 minutes before the show, where I asked you if you had any clue about why somebody could wake up feeling slightly startled and in cold sweats.
Oh no, there could be 100 reasons why that is the way it is.
Well, you told me to Google. Dude, you told me to Google. If I can get it to pull back up now.
You shouldn't have never closed it.
I didn't mean to close it, dude. But it's called it's pretty much like nighttime panic attacks. Hold up, I'm pulling it back up real quick.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't. I have dealt with similar situations, but that's just something.
It's called.
You just gotta let it roll off.
It's called nocturnal panic attacks. I'm known to have panic attacks.
Yeah.
So it makes sense I would have panic attacks in my sleep.
Well, no, it doesn't. You're supposed to be shut down at that time. It makes no sense that you have.
It's one of the. You tell me who's completely shut down. You name one person, including yourself, if you can prove that you're shut down.
I'm not completely shut down, but there's supposed to be a period between the time that you are in REM sleep and the time that you wake up.
Yeah.
That period right there is where you're supposed to be like, all right. and that's one of the majority of the time you wake up and you don't remember any of the dreams. You dream every single night,
No shit. But
but you don't remember.
It's one of those things that I have no control over. When it comes to my panic attacks,
I don't know.
I personally,
I think it's just something you're gonna have to deal with. You're just gonna have to rise above it, man.
it's just a lot easier fucking said than done, though.
But I mean, it's nonetheless.
That's
what
like
needs to
saying
happen.
that somebody that has cancer just has to rise above it.
So I mean,
Somebody that has
now you're equating.
No, I'm pointing out the fact that what you're saying is kind of.
It's not the same thing.
It is. It's a fucking. It's a disorder.
Is it a disorder?
Panic attacks, I consider a fucking disorder because of the fact that they can't fucking fix it.
Right.
Nobody can fix that shit.
Really?
Nobody can fix that shit.
Well, I mean, you do a pretty good job of handling it.
I try.
Right?
I try. I do what I possibly can. All I'm saying is that it happens. That's all I was saying.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna pander to the idea that, like,
I'm not pandering to anything. I'm just talking. I'm not pushing towards anything. You're just downing it.
I'm not downing it. I'm just
Right,
saying. I feel like maybe
you're making it seem like it's not a big deal. That's what you're doing. To me, that kind of is a big deal. Why the fuck should I not be waking up at night like that? I should not be waking up like that.
How many times has it happened?
In the past month, 2 weeks straight.
So for the past month and 2 weeks, this has
No,
been
for the
going on.
past month, it's been happening for 2 weeks. It's been happening for 2 weeks straight now.
Okay.
Just put it that way. I fucked up with my wording, people. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay. I mean, that ain't. I don't feel like maybe there's something wrong with your diet. You could probably go down that road before we automatically went to, hey, I've got a psychological disorder.
I didn't say I had anything. I'm just saying that is what I looked up. You told me to Google this shit. I Googled it.
Yeah.
That's what I came up with. I ain't saying that. You're just telling me, oh, you can go this way, you can go that way. I'm not saying that I need shit. I don't need shit. I
didn't say that you need anything.
Yeah, but you're making it seem like I'm saying that when I'm not. I'm just saying it's a fucked up situation. That's all I'm stating.
I'm sorry you're going through that. What do you want to do about it?
I don't want you to do shit. There ain't shit you can do.
I love you. I just don't.
I'm just saying that there ain't shit you can do.
What? There's nothing
I'm just
I can do.
pointing it out because I think it's a fucked up thing.
How about you guys?
Do you think that my situation's fucked up?
No. Do you? I mean,
Or
have
do
you
you
ever
think-
experienced anything like that? We'll see what they have to say about that, and continue on. Who's in the chat? We got Dagger. We got Tobefree. We got LεξIGH. Got Alabama. We got Georgia. And we got. I know it's up north.
Jersey.
It's not Jersey.
It's New Jersey, dude.
I don't think so.
Too big. Where are you from, bro?
It's not Jersey. I know it's not Jersey. Well, I don't know it's not Jersey. I just know it's up there. I just know it's north of here.
My guess is Jersey.
Cliff guesses Jersey. I want to guess
Don't say New York.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts? Oh no. But for real, have you guys ever experienced anything like that?
Don't.
Oh, I'm good.
You know, it's 60. It's a full minute long wait before they're able to reply.
Oh, yeah. He replied. He replied to that. I was right. South Jersey.
I'm here.
I remember.
You remember.
Yeah.
Cool.
It makes me feel good about myself. I actually remembered something so small.
That's cool, man. That's awesome. Memory is an important thing. Ever thought about taking ginkgo biloba?
What the fuck is that?
So, ginkgo biloba is like this little. It's like a herbal supplement that you're supposed to take every day to help you enhance your memory. Right, to be able to enhance your memory. And I got some one time, but I never could remember to take the shit. So after it sat on my nightstand for like a month and a half without me touching it, I finally got pissed and threw it away. I was just like,
why didn't you just take it then?
because
it was in your hand.
You had, in order for it to work, you had to take it every day. But you
had it
have
in
to
your hand.
remember to freaking take it every day.
How
So
the fuck are you gonna remember to take it unless you take it?
right, it's a paradox in a bottle, sir. I have no clue on how that's supposed to work, unless you'd almost have to have somebody be like, sir, you forgot your medicate, your ginkgo biloba. Take your ginkgo biloba.
I went down the road with some Xanax for a little while there. It was a very rough issue.
Well,
I enjoyed it more than I needed it, in my opinion.
moving on.
Why are you saying move it on?
Huh?
Why are you saying move it on?
I'm just saying it. Move it on.
Why are you saying it though?
I can say what I want.
Yeah, but you have a reason behind saying that.
I just don't feel comfortable talking about that.
Don't feel comfortable talking about what?
About pills and this, that, and the other, man. Because every time we turn around, that's what we're talking about.
Well, you know what? It's a big issue in this world today.
It is a big issue.
I'd be like saying that.
We're beating the horse to death.
How are we beating the horse to death? People talking about the president and the shit that he's doing, and
so let's talk
the shit
about
that's going on with the Illuminati. That would be like saying all that shit beating the horse to death. I'm just saying.
I mean, in some cases it is. Like that's what this is supposed to be fun, but I don't get any pleasure at all in talking about that shit. So what I would like to talk to you about is the barbecue in South Carolina.
Well, my thing is though is
we had varying perspectives.
You asked me what I wanted to talk about, and when I brought up this subject of my anxiety, you do what you normally do, and never mind. Let's talk about barbecue. Let's talk about barbecue. Yeah, we had very different opinions on the barbecue. It was good.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was like
it's like you said, it was rib meat chopped up. That's what it was.
And
I like rib meat.
I didn't like it.
I like rib meat.
What I did learn about our trip to South Carolina
is that people are fake as fuck.
Well,
yes.
They don't have a barbecue style. They don't. South Carolina does not have a barbecue style. They steal everybody else's and bring it to one location and say, "This is us." That's us, and that's not true. That's not how it should be. That's against the rules, man.
Well, it's like I said. It's like I just literally said that people from South Carolina are fake as fuck.
Well, we also, we tried to we were there specifically for the March for Trump.
I love barbecue in general.
It wasn't until we got back that I realized that March for Trump had been hijacked by bikers for Trump, which has been wrapped up in a series of just questionable situations, to where it's like this one person hijacked the name, and this other person just really isn't all that active in the organization. He's supposed to be the face of it, this, that, and the other. And this makes like the like the fifth or sixth event that they were supposed to be backing, where it turned into a big flop. This is we fell victim to that, and for that reason, I'll never trust another term, any other terminology with the number 4 in the title. I just won't do it.
Why the fuck number 4?
Because that was part of the whole. I don't know, this faction hijacked the name and this bullshit and that bullshit. So I kind of feel like we fell for it, or I fell for it. I'm the one that said, "Hey, let's go." But it is what it is. You learn from situations like that, I guess. What did go down?
Nothing went down. That's the thing. We
Nothing.
saw a couple rednecks standing around talking about supporting Trump, and that was it.
They had a really weird statue in the back.
They had a lot of weird statues.
Had
I did not. I hate to say it, but I did not like Columbia, South Carolina.
What did it give you, the heebie-jeebies?
I did not like it.
Gave you the set of the uh-ohs?
There was just something about that town that made me sick.
So what?
It could have been the fact that people were so fucking fake and don't know how to be real to what they say they are. What they say that if you're gonna do something, you need to step up, be a man or a female,
that's what I'm telling
and do what the fuck you say you're gonna do.
I don't think it was the people of South Carolina that said that they were going to do that.
I don't know, and I don't care.
I think it was.
It's the fact that that was one of the locations.
Right, but that could have very well been Nashville, Tennessee, or that very well could have been Savannah.
You know
Georgia.
what, though? We don't know how those places turned out. You know why? Because we didn't go there. And most likely, those locations were bullshit too.
Right.
Do you know how it was up in Cleveland?
Well, Cleveland was a completely separate event. It had nothing to do with this organization, this March for Trump organization or planning. It had nothing to do with that. It was some other guy.
It was some other guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not you, but some other guy. Really, some other guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's really. Oh, shit. Knocking stuff over and whatnot. They it was 5 dudes essentially
that actually stood up and said they were gonna did what they said they were gonna do.
Well, yeah, and some of them drove like an hour away. We were the ones that had drove the furthest out of everyone there, and we weren't even there to participate. Yeah, it is what it is. So you wanted to also talk about zip lining.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that now. I just don't. I don't really have anything to say about the subject now. I want to do it. Who wants to go ziplining with me?
2 of the people in the chat actually right now are close enough to participate in something like that if we were to want to do it. However, I will have to set it out because they have a 250-pound weight limit on zip lines, and I exceed that by several.
Well, it depends on the location, the strength of the line, and the strength of the harness.
Dude, if it's that close to the freaking borderline, I'm not doing it. That's extracurricular life. No.
I love the idea of being on the edge, though.
No.
I love it.
That's not the edge, sir. That is suspended in the air.
I know.
That's not the edge of anything.
That's fun.
That's no.
That's fun.
I guess it is fun for you. I mean, it's not going to be a big deal for you, but a bigger person like myself is not going to be able to do that. A 250-pound
Right.
limit.
I want to go skydiving so bad too.
Right.
Yeah, I want to jump out of a fucking plane.
Mm. Have fun with that shit too. I don't know why. Why are you so desperate to try to
To what?
to get outside the box like that?
Because it sounds fun. And why not?
Because
We all deserve that adrenaline rush.
if something goes wrong, you'd be like, oh
You
no,
know what? At
something
least you were having a damn good time while something went wrong.
you were having a good time before things went bad. And once things went bad, there was no return.
Well, you know what? That was the end of it.
No.
If it's like that, if I was to go out like that, at least it would be like done.
I don't know if it's gonna go down quite like that. How do you know it goes down?
Well,
Like that?
I'm just saying, man. If I'm falling out of the sky that high up,
Do you think you're gonna die on impact?
you would have. There's no way you wouldn't.
That's not necessarily true.
The only way that's possible is if you're hitting a bunch of fucking tree limbs on the way down. But I doubt that would happen, considering that you have to have a certain amount of clearing just to be able to jump out of a plane to skydive. Plus, the first few times you have to do it with a professional.
Well,
You're strapped to somebody else, and they're the ones controlling it.
that has chosen a very strange profession. Anyway, what we got going on?
Not shit.
Really don't have much of a plan for this week. For real.
No.
Joe Rogers passed away this week on the pancake holiday. He actually didn't pass away on the pancake holiday, which is why I got so pissed off about the release of the information. He died Friday. They didn't tell anybody about his death until the the National Pancake Day, the National Pancake Holiday.
Who?
Joe Rogers. He's the co-founder of Waffle House. So essentially, what Waffle House did, they used his death to combat the the death. They used Rogers' death to combat
Against
the free pancakes at IHOP.
That's awesome. That's brilliant.
That's horrible.
That's fucking awesome.
To use somebody's death as an advertisement reel.
You know what? You're supposed to celebrate somebody's death.
That's not a celebration. That's them finding one more way to exploit money out of people and using somebody's death to do so.
It sounds like they were using it to honor him in a brilliant fucking way because he is the one that created the shit. So
No,
why not?
He didn't create IHOP.
I didn't say IHOP.
He created Waffle House. Somebody was a complete competition.
Exactly. So why not use his death to bring more business to Waffle House instead of helping out that fucking company? That's brilliant.
Why didn't they tell people about it on Friday?
Because of the fact that they wanted to knock people the fuck out with that shit.
If it happened on Friday,
it made them want to go to Waffle House.
If it happened on Friday, I may have went and got waffles. By then, I probably wouldn't have been like, you know what? Tuesday, I think I'm gonna go have pancakes. No, I just had waffles the other day. I don't want pancakes. I don't know. It's shady to me. It just smells wrong. I didn't like it. It pissed me off. I'm really upset. Considering the title of the show is partly named after a dish from the Waffle House. you can expect that I have a certain amount of respect for the company and for what they do. And it hurt me a little bit when they made a decision like that. Just being honest. Doppelgangers. So, supposedly, every person on Earth has 7 doppelgangers.
Wait, hold on.
What?
2B, are you telling me that you've never had a fried bologna sandwich?
Oh no, what are we doing over here?
They're talking about fried bologna sandwiches. I gotta know what's going on with
But, yeah, okay. We can't wait on the entire interaction in the chat. We can't
I'm
wait
just
on
saying,
that entirely.
this.
So,
That's
can I
something
carry?
else.
May I continue?
I didn't stop you.
You did stop me.
Yeah, for a second I had to make my statement. Dude, wow, you gotta eat one. You gotta eat one. At least one.
Good
When
enough.
we come up to Cleveland, if you're
What are we
there,
doing
I'm
here?
gonna fix you a fried bologna sandwich, man. I will fix that myself.
Fried bologna sandwiches all the way around. I guess it
Fuck
might be
yeah. It's a southern thing, most likely.
You know, as a matter of fact, the last time we came to Cleveland, we brought a pack of bologna. We made sandwiches all the way up there. We didn't even stop.
Yeah, we did. We made sandwiches all the way up there.
We filled a cooler full of ice and grabbed a loaf of bread and a pack of cheese and bologna and
Hit the road.
hit the road. That's what it was.
It was less than 48 hours planned.
It was pretty spur of the moment. No kidding. Anyway, what was I talking about?
Waffle House.
No, I wasn't. I had moved on.
Well, what were you talking about?
Doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers. What about doppelgangers?
Every person has seven doppelgangers on the planet. And somebody said mine lives in Alabama. One of mine lives in Alabama.
Wait, we have 7?
Every person has 7 doppelgangers.
I have a hard time believing that.
That's what the Google says anyway.
Well, if that's the case, then mine was on fucking Sandlot.
Who?
The fat dude. Everybody says I look like his retarded ass.
Fat dude from Sandlot? Ham was his name.
Yeah. But I don't
think
see
so.
that shit.
I don't.
Everybody says it, but I don't see it. I could see the lead singer of Green Day a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
No.
With me with long hair and my face the way it is now, yeah. I could see that shit. Back in the day, I could even see that shit a little bit. But not anymore. I used to look like that a little bit. A little bit.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you don't look like that other cat either, so I don't know.
I'm just saying.
What was that? It's horrible. Don't make that noise. Yeah. So evidently one of my doppelgangers lives in Alabama, and I think it would be interesting to go visit that person.
I would not want to. No.
Why?
I'd probably slap him.
Why? Why would you slap him?
Because it would just feel right.
Don't slap him.
You remember off of Bob's Burgers where the girl's like, I just want to slap him.
Dagger says that she has been told that she has multiple times that she has one in Anniston. That's exactly the same town Well, I've been told that I have a doppelganger.
Are you sure they weren't thinking about you?
No,
from
I never.
When you lived there?
No, they told me specifically where this cat worked, and I never worked there. So, yeah, I think it would be an interesting video to try to go and have a conversation with this character that everybody is saying is my doppelganger, if we can find him, wherever he may be. That is so crazy that she has a doppelganger that lives in Aston too. That is weird. Yeah. Let's try to find your doppelganger too.
Well, how the fuck would I do that?
I don't know. Just ask around. Hey, do you look like me? Have you seen this person? You seen this person? Contact. Okay, folks. I think we're gonna shut it down. I know this is a little bit earlier than typical.
Here's something. How many of y'all, male or female, have had somebody fuss at you because of the fact that you've fallen asleep on them at night when you're trying to have a conversation with them?
On the phone or in person?
Well, we were doing a Google Hangout, and
oh, you're talking about your relationship.
Well, I don't even know what you would call that, dude. But
that's what that is.
That's not a relationship. That's us just getting to know each other. That's what we're still doing. We're still getting to know each other. Well, that's how I like to.
I think
that's how I like to look at it right
now. I have a difficult time thinking that if you fell asleep with her on the phone, she's not holding your interest, and you should probably be real with that idea.
Dude, it was late as shit.
You should. Here's one thing. If you were tired, if you were that tired, you should have been like, hey, look, let's end the conversation. All right, tomorrow's another day. I'll talk to you then.
Well, yeah, also got to think about the fact that I work 90% of the time.
No, there's plenty of time. I know that you have time to do stuff after work.
By the time I get off work, 30 minutes later, I'm talking to your ass.
Well, I mean, you don't have to. You could be speaking with her on the phone. But all of a sudden, like, if you're
we normally do a video chat around 8:30.
Right. Is that late?
No, we normally stay on there for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and
even still, if you're getting to that point, it'd probably be a good idea to just be like, hey, listen, I spent a long day. I'll talk to you later. Staying on the phone with somebody who you're not interested in speaking with, unless it's a professional conversation.
Well, then, if I was at that point, then I wouldn't even answer that professional call. Right. Unless it was my PO. But that's the only way. That's the absolute only way.
You should be having those immature conversations where you're just on the phone just to be on the phone.
Well, we weren't on the phone. We were actually talking, and then I passed out. I know last night she told me to hold on, and she put me on hold, and next thing you know, I fall asleep. And she said I hurt her feelings because of the fact that she thought I hung up when I just passed out on her.
Well, Dagger said, dude, I'd love to talk to you on the phone. Dagger, you should come on the show sometime. We'd really appreciate it. Take it
Later,
easy.
buddy.
Take it easy.
Have a good night.
All right. Yeah, I think that's a wrap. What do you think?
Yeah.
It's done. We're gonna kill it. Y'all, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. We're about to shut her down. Go ahead and check out the links in the description box down below. We got links from everybody. Everybody got links down there. And you'll also find the music from today's episode. And yeah, you can find those the playlist from today's episode also on our channel.
Well, we should have her on the show next week. Then how about that?
Dagger on the show.
Yeah, you want to be on the show next week?
It's difficult for her to make commitments, and that's during the week, and I can completely understand that.
She has the ability to set this as a plan. I know.
That doesn't happen when there's children involved.
No shit.
You don't get that. You don't get that luxury when there's children involved.
No shit. I've already figured that out.
Okay. All right. You're so defensive.
Yeah. You act like I don't know shit though. It's the way you say things.
All right. Okay. Well, in that happy note, we're going to cut the music. And
later. Night.
Y'all take it easy.
Sleep well.
I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. You caught my eye, and I've got a feeling I'm falling. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I'm flying high, but I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. I've got a feeling I'm falling for nobody else but you. I'm flying high, but show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. Show me the ring and I'll jump right through. I used to. I used to. I used to.